Back from the break, everybody. Second winner bracket semi-final. We will determine Happy's opponent. We will determine Lawlight's opponent in the round of 8. Here's the bracket as it stands. Oh, apparently not updated, but I mean, you can use your imagination. Happy in the winner bracket final, Lawlight in the lower bracket semi-final. And these two guys will be their respective opponents. It's Sock and Soin. Sock apparently the favorite. I'm not too sure if these stats are correct. Usually it should be pretty damn close between them. Oh no, Sock has quite the upper hand. He was also winning the last and 2 out of the 3 last encounters between them, but it's always 2-1. So we expect a super close series. Sock winning his group, Soin coming up second in his respective group. So we'll see who has the pleasure to fight against Big Demi in the winner bracket final. We open things up with the Farseer and Headhunters, which is the norm. No grunt for creeping, just straight up Headhunters. On the other side, Sock, the most successful human in this tournament. And we're here on Tidehunters. So several ways to play this, with expansion or without for the human side. Rifles or just mass casters. And Soin has, of course, to break this. One of the best hero focusers on the Orcish side. Trying to go for a steal, but Sock, with great last hits, gets it. Has to be careful about that water elemental. Was denied, but by the creeps. Little unfortunate for Soin. Haven't seen the deepest runs by both of these players recently, right? It's time. It's damn time. So far, not too many kills on Soin's side. He finally gets a worker. But that's only one. There is still resources for that expansion, so if he decides to go for the second base, there we go. Oh, that's the second one. Trying to go for tower first. Which seems reasonable. And the Headhunter pressure rises. Pretty expensive early game for Sock with the tower, with an expansion, with all the workers. This will result in a late tech. And again, worker number 3 enables level 2. And there's another worker hurt. Oi, oi, oi. Someone is playing this well. Chain lightning leading to another kill. That is 4 and make it 5 in a second. Ouch! And make it 6. Not the craziest amount of XP, but a lot of worker losses. Ouch. Even without, like, with the Arcane Tower first, this took a little bit too much time. Alaska State Walker 3 team, thank you for the gifted sub. So the Farseer Headhunter momentum worked well for Soin. He wasn't under too much pressure yet. But yeah, that all hurt quite a bit. Catching up now is really difficult for Sock. Between these two, I think it's a lot about shape of the day and also map dependent. Going for an expansion on Tidehunters is rather risky, but Soin identified this well, and he goes for his patented TC Shockwave Artillery Raider play, which I just love to see. It's a little bit lame, as it's usually most damage against buildings. but it's damn effective. Not too many players are following him into that regard. Here comes the tech. Great timing by Sock though. He can buy a lot of time. Ooh, it's Storm first. Interesting. Usually it's always Shockwave. And yeah, damage done because the burrow falls and Soin is stuck at 30. This gives Sock so much time to catch up in tech. And Soin is not building the burrow currently. Massive timing win for Sock. As the expansion is running, rifles are coming. The last remaining human in the tournament. And he's in a fine position now. Soin trying to counter expand. This will take a lot of time. But it's more doable since the last patch. Tier 2 at 2/3. With defend, with rifles. And yeah, this is only Farseer TC Headhunters. Can't play the Raider advantage, can't really creep the TC currently. And Sock is playing this great. After the initial losses, he's playing this really, really great. And now what do you do against defend footmen? Not much! Yeah, they're slow, but they're also super duper sturdy. Yo, Pre! Thank you for the sub. Legendary German Counter-Strike caster. Watching some solid Warcraft right there. Greetings to Cologne, I think. Okay, brutal early game for Sock, but man has he stabilized. Pretty much like the damage he was able to do with Archmage and 3 footmen, almost inspiring. And now we go double Sanctum, Mountain King second. It's gonna be hard to break for Soin.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, almost caught him there. But supply at the moment is even. Expo was cancelled, needs to be rebuilt. That's another 2 minutes time. And without Shockwave, what can you really do here? Mountain King is ready. This is once again the defensive position for the human as he's still waiting for his casters to come in. But with the help of towers, with the instant reinforcements, and with the low level orc heroes, I feel like Soin is grinding his teeth here a bit. Ouch. Okay, that stomp was nice. But it's a lot of units falling. Headhunter falling here, Headhunter falling there. We have a heal potion in case there's a Mountain King focus fire. He has 2 more Storm Bolts with the mana regen. And Raiders are falling. Man, Soin, huge losses. Same goes for Sock, but Sock can afford it. His units are faster to produce and also he got more gold currently. This is obviously just a distraction push by Soin to get his expansion up. For that, I guess it works kind of fine. Town portal is available, surround doesn't work, potion was used. And that Archmage should be safe in the shadow of the towers. Pooh. Clear win for Sock. As he's getting more and more and more gold. Also got the entire level 2 on the Mountain King. Kevin says, I really love these early rifles to hold the push. It does help, doesn't it? But now we had shop access for Soin. Heal scroll, kinda nice, as he will be facing Clap in a bit. And we'll move on to the late game stages. Tier 3 by Sock, running the entire time. Cool to see, rare to see. And we get a workshop on top as well. So more upgrades, more spells for the casters, a paladin maybe even a blood mage third. Ooh, Subi Mask for the TC is really nice. Sock doesn't seem ready yet, as he's obviously waiting for his tier 3 to unfold. And tier 3 is obviously also giving him control magic. But yeah, he's playing Mortars with this. Sock going Sorcerer's Masters again. Hopefully he learned to not polymorph the Kodos. Yeah, he got caught there. TP out. Ah, Lightning Shields. Nice little move, but easy to micro against that. So now we get a Shaman transition. We're on 2 base. Breakers are coming. With that control magic, obviously a bigger front line, hard to deal with, except with Kodos. Travala, thank you for the Prime sub. Sometimes I wonder if you guys from Back to Warcraft know how much we appreciate how good you are. Sometimes there's moments like your sub message, for example. Thank you. But that was noticeable at Rara Land very much. But it's been almost half a year already since then. Everything's so hurt. Imagine a Clap now. I think Sock is in full control. 5-4 heroes is scary. Incoming Shaman, also kinda scary, as a solution to polymorph. Whoa, they died in sync. That was a scary sound. Okay, since this is a dynamic that we haven't seen too often, why not polymorph the Kodos? If the Kodos have something in their bellies because of Devour, like a Spellbreaker, let's say, and then you use polymorph on them, they turn into a sheep and the unit in their bellies is just gone. Into the void. So you can't get them back. Ever. So you kill your own units, basically. Here's the push. Mortars work phenomenally well against buildings and also with frag shards against the workers. And that is the easiest expo kill of Sock's March. And Soin needs some crazy damage now. I don't really see how he's supposed to win this anymore. There's staffs, Mountain King is in a great level, Town Portal is available, and it's a very defensively. Not jumping right on top of him because of Chain Lightning and Stomp, and then the accessibility for the Kodos. And so he traded a second base for a workshop and a TP. Great trade. Oh, and a Sorg. Whoops. Human armies are so good at tier 3. Always just a problem to get there. It's kind of cool that everybody said the polymorph change is not gonna be that noticeable when the patch notes hit, but I see it a lot more.
Forces are under attack.
What was the polymorph change? I think it was 20 mana cheaper. That's it. From 220 to 200. Right? If I had the numbers, if I remember them correctly. Alright. Big fight. Oh, we got a retrain to Shockwave, and maybe Sock doesn't anticipate that. He has a heal scroll, but only one, and there's way more of that AoE damage coming. The priests have to work overtime. The chain lightning not hitting the greatest targets, and Soin sees that as well. The mortars are doing great damage, as well as the Mountain King, and if he stays in there, he's gonna lose a lot more. That was scary, the Shockwave chain lightning transition. But the heal scroll was ready, and the positioning as well. Now he's back to the shop in 30 seconds. There's another heal scroll, and then if he keeps on buying them, that secures him the win. Meh. Exactly, there we go. Polymorph. Meh. Yeah, it's been... I don't know, guys. For 15, 16 years since we've seen Polymorph in pro games. Even more. Even more. Almost 20. Insomnia vs. Grubby. Plunder Isle. Who remembers? Here we go. Oh man. Shockwave pretty sick again. The TC, the big cow, has to do the damage. We have a heal scroll. Once more. Mountain King in a little bit of trouble. Uh-oh. Chain lightning. Wow, that damage is surreal. Now level 4 and level 5. Everything is hurt in the game on a knife's edge. Frag shards never to be underestimated. No heal potions or invo potions, but the Paladin is there with the Holy Light to the rescue. And the TC is out of mana. And now I ask you, what's supposed to bring the damage if the Shockwave is not available? Level 5 Archmage helps a lot in the mana department. Exactly, goes for Brilliance Aura 3, which is so good. And everything is about to die. Mountain King gets the clap. Buster Rhymes on the field. And this is just death to Soin. This is all that's left. 51 supply. He rebuilt that Expo, but I can tell you this one's gonna be gone. And in the meantime, all the casters are regenerating. The priests are in for the healing. He could split off a hero for another heal scroll, which I think he needs, but there's an expansion coming up there as well. Great game by Sock all around. Couple of losses early on, but that was neglectable. And even Shockwave Chain Lightning can't do anything to this anymore game. And Sock takes map number 1. In a cool way, actually. Fast Expo into tier 3. Is this turning into the new meta? Once it was established, that expansion, that was a hell of a game for Sock. Even when it was tier 2 at 2 base. Can you play this expansion on all maps? Probably not. Very cool. Sock already won his group in the round of 16. And apparently he continues his winner bracket run right here. Is there a way to show tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 on the charts? Yes, but that costs money. And that's not really available at the moment. Next map is Northern Isles. Certainly a map where you can expand again. Is this just the same strat? Is Soin switching something up? And is Sock switching something up? We move on. Map 2. Match point Sock. The winner faces Happy. The loser goes down to the lower bracket to face Lawliot. In the blue, with the Kwangdong Freaks, a Sock. And Soin in yellow, upper right. Could someone help me understand why shamans are preferred over spirit walkers, especially with all the casters on the human side? So, this is a lot about timings. Shaman have Dispel right away. And Spirit Walkers, you need to upgrade the Adept training. Also, the Shaman Purge is a bit cheaper than the Shaman Disenchant, because it's single target versus AoE. And I think you only want to dispel specific things like Water Elementals and Polymorph. Slow you can counter with the Speed Scroll. That would be my not very in-depth explanation, but you get an idea, I think. So I guess since he was committed to Mass Raiders early and his tactic was pretty much stopped in its tracks with the Burrow cancel, he had no time to go Walkers. Spirit Walk is good to revive Tauren. Yeah, that's right, Say So. That's true. By the way, seeing Say So here, we start our FFA night tonight. That's a new programming plan. Every Monday at 8 PM. Rulers, Neo, and 4 FFA players. So did we switch it up? Not. There it is. Grunts into Headhunters. So Soin is trying something different. Cool, thanks guys. I was wondering why, and yeah, I got an idea. Nice. Yeah, never be afraid to ask questions if you don't understand a build or a unit composition or anything. What time zone? Central European time. Looking out the window, it almost feels like summer. Oh my god, this feels like summer as well. Claws and Mansell, jeez. Okay, so it's a very, very different game right off the bat because we don't have an expansion, it's not too many targets you can attack. Soin is also a lot more passive than before, trying to play this grunt with creeping. Yeah, Seiso is turning into a little troll recently. He's also copy-pasting Reddit posts and stuff. Feeling a little cheeky down under. Wouldn't Walkers be good either way since we saw in a fire last match? In a fire versus Orc is not common at all. So he didn't expect that. I think he wanted to play TC Shockwave, Raider, and Lame. But that timing was screwed by the Burrow cancel, the Burrow kick that we've got in the mid game. And as we said, Walkers are very expensive. And they don't help you against the typical rifle push. So far, quite a stalemate on the way to tier 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Beastmaster, okay, high tempo Sock. He wants to go for the burrows once again for the tier 2 buildings. This is a solid timing. I don't think he can cancel too much, but man, he got the Beastmaster, Quill Beast, and the Fend up. Plus a solid amount of mana. He wants to fight these headhunters straight up, and with Defend, there is a solid chance of this succeeding. It's wild, it's uncommon, but it might just work. The hut comes up. Now Shaman, of course, against summons the best counter.
Player's forces are under attack.
By quite far. And now the... Yep. Where's the hut? On the left-hand side. He didn't find it yet. As it's nighttime, he might be of the opinion that he delayed the tier 2 already. If this is not scouted. But yeah, no Farseer level 3. Traded for not having an Archmage level 3. And mass repair by Soin. Knowing Soin, he probably doesn't want to go against Lawlight in this group stage. Stomp again. Gives a little time for the peons to repair, and that it doesn't really matter how many summons you have. You can simply repair against that. It is a great distraction. And yeah, I don't see any Soin progress yet. If he's not losing too much, and if he's able to continue creeping, nice kill. Oh! Will he continue? Will he just kill these 3 units? Stressful situation as there's action happening all over the place. Can't afford the Beastmaster loss. Maybe he's getting too greedy. The Quill Beast gets the last hit. Beastmaster walks it off. Grunt goes down. Phenomenal play by Sock. What's left for Soin? Lumber is horrible. Shaman already out of mana. No Beastery up. 27 supply only.
A player's forces are under attack.
And a lot of kills for Sock down the road as well. Ooh. Kevin and Say so in unison, screaming for human expansion, and I think your calls are heard as we call to arms. Three and 2, at least we get that. But how do you continue creeping? With wolves, yeah, okay, but I think it's just too many headhunters dead.
Player's forces are under attack.
It's really impressive. Like sometimes Sock is really underwhelming, but when he's on, he's on. Beastmaster falls off in the late game, 100%. With the bear, a little less so than with Quillbeast Hawk. That Archmage damage, yep. Yep. We had a plus 30 Archmage yesterday.
The town is under siege.
And continues to harass. Classic. Infi-esque.
Are under attack.
And what's supposed to stop Sock now? He will, he has that expo up. Double income now. Supply is even and will go crazy for Sock. Lots and lots of summons on top of the regular supply. It'll still be rough. I feel like Soin almost needs a hero kill here. And that target can only be an Archmage. Sock isn't ready yet. No breakers, only a handful of footmen. Speed scroll used for the fight. Oh, careful with the rally point. That's a donation right there. Purchase against Quill Beast and Water Elementals. Wow, he's burning through that mana pool in no time. Brilliance Aura, gotta work overtime. It's only level 1. But you see, Sock already at 500 gold. You guys are surprised that there's no Shockwave. I think he felt like he needs the Storm to defend the early push. And this army composition is very Sork heavy. With new Shaman coming in, there's new Dispel and a lot of XP. He is trying to hero focus now, isn't he? At least a little bit. Invis to save the priest. But yeah, that was the last timing by Soin. He's building an expansion himself. But this should be very obvious with the retreat now. Now that Sock knows that it's not an all-in. Kodo goes down. And now what's left? Shaman without mana. And the breakers are, like, they're only now coming. Love the Invis play. Kind of courtesy of Chemico, I'd say. So many purges, jeez. Sock has 1500 gold. If he spends his gold, that's supposed to be his game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Soin did the best he could, I'd say. Killed a lot, got a lot of experience, especially on the TC. And he got that expo up. But he didn't break Sock at all. Oh, Scroll of Healing. Double Scroll of Healing. That's amazing. And with that positioning, he kind of prevents a Shockwave transition too. Sock has lumber issues, as humans always do. Oh, item on the ground! That's a heal scroll. Needs it soon. Gets it. Another TC is in trouble. He has the big mana potion left. Maybe a little oversight. But yeah. Sock is having more issues than we thought he would. Storm doesn't catch too much. Slow is always on the cow. Triple Sanctum now. Oh, okay. Soin is running out of mana. And his army is laughable. These shamans don't provide anything in the fights. Breakers not eaten. Nah. Kodo, are you not hungry? Devour was probably on cooldown. And another unit going down. There is a harass going on. Beastmaster in trouble. Has an invo potion though. Pops it. This might be a little bit too late. I was yelling for hero focus, but he gets out! He found the way through the forest! Oh no! And the skeletons are doing a wonderful job here. Income not the greatest. Devour has no cooldown? Really? It should. Anyway, we're brawling here like crazy for many minutes. But it's always getting better for Sock. Still, he's not spending his gold well. Needs to macro up a little bit, but of course this fight is draining as well. But yeah, since there's no consumables left and no shop inside, Soin has to abandon this and the win goes to Sock in that harass. Expo resaturated, alright, but supply is even. And the Mass Breaker army by Sock is almost unbeatable. Soin did really well. 100%! 100%, but not enough. Devotion Aura now. Bear level 2. Brilliance Aura level 2. Oh, you guys want a Blizzard transition? I'd love that. Sock still has 800 gold. No items to work with on Soin's side. We have heal scrolls and invul potions here. That invul needs to be popped soon as Soin's aggression is going straight towards the Beastmaster. Not too sure if that's reasonable. Units are all slowed. The kiting game by Sock is fine. Just needs a couple of kills. The damage is done. Oh, Stomp! Careful! Town portal to Stomp a little late. Almost felt like lag. But alright, he gets out of here. Sock is exploding into supply with the triple sanctum. Can heal up now. Absolutely necessary. Would love to see a shockwave transition now. Stomp doesn't do anything against the breakers. But no Tom of Retraining, despite having the gold. He needs army, he needs sustain.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's quite a big push coming. And so on hold this and force game 3. Speed scroll engagement. The breaker line seemed fine, but it's also a lot of Kodos. If you run away, you don't do damage. And Sock needs to do damage here. Trying to connect, chain lightning on the casters, and here is where I would love to see the shockwave, but sometimes the stomp is enough, especially if there's another follow-up. Mana management by Sock has been great the entire game. We look at the Kodos, 1 breaker, 2 breakers, 3 breakers, all gone, goes for the Archmage! And there was a town portal and he couldn't use it! Oh no, the walking mana fountain is gone and it seems like Sock, yeah, that stomp a little late, he gets out. Is there a way to revive the Archmage? Yes, there is, from the tavern, and that might save Sock the game. Ooh, great engagement so far, but shop control is up for Sock now. Oh my god, the Chain Lightning 3 is just such a sick weapon. An invul and a TP. That's what he can work with. The Devour went through again! Don't be fooled by the supply. That's 9 supply in the bellies. Busy, busy, busy Kodo stomach. And now we get Blizzard. This should be stoppable. With a handful of raiders. Ooh, it's getting cold. He can TP out once the expo is down. Not committing fully to this yet. Nice zoning with the Blizzard. Really well done. You can't walk into this. You take way too much damage if you don't have a heal scroll. 2 peons. Oh, level 6. Is it wolves? They can't be possessed. Everything's clumped up. The Blizzard Dreamland, but now there's no mana anymore. And the tide turns. Maybe a mistake by Sock to not go all aggro on that expo. Stop Chain Lightning! And he dies with a heal scroll, invul potion, and a TP. This is disastrous. Invis! Oh no! He dies too! GG! And Soin takes the game. Insane push and insane holds especially. I said this during the push at the bottom right hand side at like the 11-minute mark or something. He needs a hero kill, and oh boy did he get a hero kill. In the end, that was not a perfect play by Sock, allowing so many hero kills with items on him. Definitely problematic. Maybe going triple sanctum and not tier 3 was a mistake. But hard to say. I think just keeping the heroes alive would have been enough already. We've seen the value of tier 3. Now, after a game for us with the all-seeing eye and not being under pressure for 12 minutes, it's always easy to say. Level 3 or tier 3 would have been an option. Earlier Blizzard transition would have been an option, but there was constant brawling. There was barely any time to recover. Sonic, thank you for the 500 bits. And Samsa Elf, also 7-month resub. Seems good. Seems good indeed. But yeah, key here, compared to game 1, Soin didn't lose a burrow. Wasn't stopped at all. Jobo Design, thank you for the 5-month resub. Warcraft, let's go! Indeed. So who's gonna win this next one? Next one is special. The next one is Twisted Meadows. So in bottom left hand side, Sock upper right hand side. Yeah, in hindsight, Beastmaster, of course, pretty problematic in the late game. I also think it's problematic to go Quillbeast 2 and not Bear 2. Because Quillbeasts are dispellable. Bears, I mean, actually, Neo, they are dispellable as well. I know, guys, but it takes so much dispel that it's not really efficient, maybe? It's definitely more problematic. You have less control with Bear 2, that's for sure. But yeah, what's it gonna be now? Is it an expansion? We have a Farseer, we have an Archmage. We haven't seen the patented Soin play of just straight up Shockwave artillery. Twisted is a map where you can certainly play that. Ooh, it's no barracks. Roffel die Cards, thank you for the 500 bits. Yay, first year full, 3 days after my 33rd birthday. Can't wait for Meisterschaft. Happy belated birthday, my friend. Glad you enjoy this. Sock pulls the creeps. Classic human play here. And Soin is rushing across. He does build Wyvern. Tower in the base coming against exactly that. This creep. Boots of Kel'Thuzad is not the item he was looking for. And Soin wants to disrupt this. No PvE here at all. Nice deny. Quite a banger. Once again, winner is going up against Happy for the top 4. Loser goes down to the lower bracket with Lawlight. Twisted Meadows, quite a big map. It takes a long time to rush across the map. And since the tower is up, Wolves can't do much here. But Sock, no tech, no expansion. At the 3-minute mark. And if this is Wyvern, this is very problematic. So what do you do with your time now? He's a full tech behind.
A player's forces are under attack.
Already. Staff, I guess? Yeah, it has to be. Soin sees this, and Soin also sees that there's footmen here. Ooh, this is such a late expansion. Militia duration also almost over. This is an invite for Soin to just abuse him. We see the TC. I really wonder now that he's not under pressure when the TC launches.
Forces are under attack.
If it's Shockwave right away. Orcoholics, 12-month resub. Neo, what's your secret? Taking great care of my hair. And using conditioner. That's the big secret. Roffel die cards with the 2 gifted subs. Much love. There we go. Sock has to hold it. It will be grim times. For the foreseeable future. He's still an entire tech behind. TC brings the speed scroll. Hasn't decided for a spell yet. Obviously, since there was no creeping, Farseer has no levels at all, so he doesn't have to fear Chain Lightning. And Shockwave level 1 is rather underwhelming. But there we have it. Gets the Water Elemental in the bag. And he gets the second one. That's 2 or 3 kills. Okay, only 1. Little lucky. This could have been worse. But not careful enough by Sock to hurt units in range of Headhunters. Holy moly, 1000 bits by Sonic. Neo appreciation post. That's so cute, Mr. Sonic. Glad you're able to use your bits again. I heard you had a little issue there. I couldn't find a solution for that. I did read your DM, but
Players' forces are under attack.
yeah. Couldn't find an immediate solution. Tech is running. Or, I don't know, man. Slithering, crawling. It's not a fast tech at all. And with Raiders, the pressure on that Expo intensifies. No Blizzard, no chance for Blizzard. The Footmen have to do it. At least there's towers. But we're not using wolves anymore, so they don't do too much.
A player's forces are
But it feels like Sock... Soin is not really sure if he can break this already. Now he's committing. Oh my god, look at the damage. And of course, Soin has pillage up, so this is also gold for him. Just mass raider lame, like in the good old days. Soin Korean grubby is what they say about him. But once he's out of mana, he is out of mana actually, and there's an Archmage level 3. This is getting a little more problematic for Soin than we initially thought. Is it right to just continue to push this Expo? Couldn't you go for the main? Everything is hurt. Oh man. A kingdom for a heal scroll! But he's fighting into 3 water elementals! Oof. And continues to fight. I think this is an overcommitment. There we go. Tier 3 tech on the way. At least there's that.
a player's forces are under attack.
But Sock holds. And he unfolds the tier 2. Are we getting tier 3 on both sides? In human vs. orc. And is there a switch maybe? Wyvern too fragile probably. Also we've seen that Sock and Chemical love their Dragonhawk play. Maybe Tiny Great Hall? Yep. I think that's a Good idea. Orb, very important. Yeah. So definitely switching it up. He needs casters at some point. Now is the time, is it not? I mean, he needs some gold for the tiny to even out the economy. But then can't play against rifled casters and archmage without the spell.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this shockwave TC is really underwhelming. For now. So I'm spending a lot of time here not doing anything. And now he's continuing to creep.
A player's forces are under attack.
Masonry, castle attack. We get double tier 3, everybody. This is gonna be crazy. But what do you play as an orc? What's the army comp against mass human tier 3? I really don't know. Like, breakers, mass casters should counter everything? Or am I missing something? Bloodluster Tauren, they will be polymorphed. We get Wyvern. Against level 2 Water Elementals and Stormbolt. Okay. Shockwave 2, lots of raiders. Soin has to do damage. A lot of damage now. Scourge Bone Chimes, inviting knights into the game, maybe. But this is how Soin loves to play this. Shockwave, a little bit of chain lightning against the workers. The Sim City of Sock is nice. Soin has to chew through quite some farms before he can do the real damage. But here's just a counter push with the Sapper. Oh, hold on. This won't lead to anything. He ports with the Sapper. Now it gets rid of the tower. Big damage. Everything orange and red. Both keep their expansions up. Go for more upgrades. There was time for the tier 3. Saved a lot of units inside the main. So they don't walk across the map and getting intercepted. And look how he explodes into supply. Like frag shards, rifles, casters, pally. This is not over. We got a way earlier shockwave. And shaman now. On Twisted, there's quite... You can make quite a case for going Witch Doctor, right? At least 1 or 2. Wait, where is Sock? Oh, he's here? He's not uniting the army? He probably doesn't know that someone is around. We are in the lucky position that we see everything. He doesn't. And here comes the counter sapper. I think Witch Doctors and Wards are pretty good on Twisted. I think so too. And you know what? The updated stasis traps are really not that bad. At least it helps with positioning. At the very least. But man, it feels like Soin is getting so much more done. But here we have it! What an invite to Chain Lightning! Oh boy! But he defends it so far. Instant speed scroll by Soin. Scroll of the Beast more or less wasted. We haven't had a single Wyvern after the Envenomed Spears, right? So that seems a little inefficient. Oh, did he cancel the Envenomed Spears? Yes, he did. Definitely a tech switch there. And Sorc Master Training is coming. The ultimate human form only comes with sheep. TP out. Mana on the TC is obviously insane. 535. Ha! Oh man, this is gorgeous. 70 food both sides. 2 base, 2 base. Hero levels quite a bit in favor of Soin. And he gets a lot of armor with the pally, which is nice. Sock, that is. The upgrade bar on Sock side. Yeah, a lot of people ask me, why don't you move the hero boxes all the way to the top? Say, that's the reason. Town portal, staff, invo potion, clap 2. We got Farsight! You know what? I love it! Why wouldn't you go Farsight in this situation? I mean, you can harass with wolves, and you can scout with wolves, but wolves are also getting possessed by control magic. The year is 2023 and we see Farsight in competitive Warcraft. And people say Crystal Ball is useless. Big push. Sock has the mortars up. Sock got the frag shards. But it's not that efficient. There's a town portal. We're going for it. But Sock is also expanding, maybe on the right-hand side. Here's the polymorph once more. Chainwave, insane. Countered by a heal scroll immediately. Now it's down to the pally to keep this army up. Kodos rushing forward like a race car. Getting 2. Archmage far forward. Not hit. Oh! The chainwave is surreal. Everything's so hurt. Level 4 on the mountain king. Can he save all these units? Most of them. Hoo hoo hoo. Peak Warcraft right there. AoE spells, master spells. The way this game was intended to be played. And we need a lot of breakers. Both with the third base. This will be cancelled. Sock needs a lot more heal scrolls. Soin's army, if they have a straight up fight, not regarding Chainwave, is gonna disappear against the Mountain King, especially on level 3. Clap. Towers up, expo up, and push into the base. There's of course cement on the burrows, but if you can kill production or delay production, that's already helpful. Not a real high ground, so no mischanges here. TM best one on one map confirmed. 1000%. Shop gone to prevent tinies. And now we have to make a decision. Sock, do you want to TP and fight this, or do you want to give this expo up? Oh, lightning shield on top. Bye-bye, peasants. And no TP. He deliberately gave this up. I mean, he prevented... Oh, the burrow stays intact. He prevented the expansion here, but that was a cancel. He got resources back. Not the case there. Shop gone, so no tiny. TP traded. Is he seriously building a double shop? Ha! Yes, he is. And it is just more breakers. That lightning shield wasn't necessary, but sexy. Exactly. 3 heal scrolls for Soin. He's so ready. Double heal scroll on Sock. Okay, he's in fighting shape now. Mana looking good on all heroes, but the Archmage is getting caught. This is not where you want them to be. Mountain King, where is he? In the base. Oh no, he can't follow up with that AoE damage, but it's not lethal. So for now, this is only wasted mana. Mortar team's not part of the town portal. Careful. They gotta engage now, I feel. It's also 2 easy kills on raiders. Archmage getting nuked. Heal scroll, chain wave a little too late it is. But the Mountain King, man, he couldn't connect for the longest time. Now he gets Bloodlust thanks to, oh my god, thanks to the Spellbreakers. And this fight is gonna be completely insane. Militia thrown into the mix as well. Instant reinforcements if Sock's not forgetting to macro. Shockwave is clearly a game winner, but now he's out of mana and Sock holds. Sock survives. Level 3 for the Paladin. Bloodlust everywhere. You gotta disable the Bloodlust.
Town is under siege.
You just gotta. Bloodlust at Mountain King is freaky. And I like it a lot. So Sock has to make 1000% sure that there's no tinies. That's why he sends the gyros out. He is trying to go for a regular expansion, which will take more time. Main bases about to be empty. 200 gold there, 270 here. Nobody really has the gold for another expo. Oh, he's so close, but he doesn't anticipate the space. This moment right there may be winning so in the game. He's scouting this red spot. He didn't scout this red spot. And we're on 1 base, 2 base. This is problematic. Level 6 is very, very likely a game winner for Sock with mass teleport. Now he scouts it. And I don't know how flexible he is, but he's probably gonna bite his ass for not pushing there earlier. Fight in the middle. TC full mana, no mana potion. Level 3 chain lightning this time. But the Mountain King is also in a better spot. Double heal scroll in the TP, needs one pretty much immediately. Mountain King is getting hammered away with grunts, but the Pally is of course there. We have another clap. You do see the, oh, next shockwave chain lightning. It is a supply lead though, but once again misled because the Kodos have eaten. Very, very even fight. The Brilliance Aura is working level 6 on the TC. You can't kill him anymore. Militia are flanking from the right hand side, doing lots of damage to the backline. So does Clap, but he has no mana potion either. And oh my god, Chain Wave is wrecking everything. Pally in trouble, needs the TP or a staff, something. Staff keeps him alive. Oh my, what a game. That's a lot of supply about to drop. Only Militia here, workers all wrecked. But was that the best use of mana? Probably yes. MK is closing in on level 5, but still, he has no spells left to use. Such a close game. But the second base for Soin is up and mining and uninterrupted. And this was a relatively fast expansion by Sock at the 1 o'clock. So you can't be sure that this is lasting for much longer. Nobody has mana no more. Except Archmage, maybe. Oh, that's level 5. Game changer. If he can keep him alive. Where's the Pally? Is he still healing? He's needed here. Clap level 3 is absolutely insane. This supply is even. Look how much value these guys lost in the last fight. New heal scrolls. Level 3 Brilliance Aura to the rescue. Main expansion, 1200 gold. Another one coming up here. This one could be broken potentially. Okay, TP in. That is a save. He's waiting for the clap! Oh, whoa, 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 but the shockwave chain lightning, I told you, we're in AoE meta. We got more polymorph, the paladin is back as well. Can he get another clap out? He needs this fight to continue for a long time to gather the mana, even with Brilliance Aura 3, but breakers are moving forward. Mountain King has Bloodlust once again. Man, Soin, you are feeding Bloodlust to this dwarf. Don't do this. Staff used is on cooldown now. Reincarnation not triggered ever. Soin winning the fight, unit split to the left-hand side, rally point right into the fangs of the human, and we're getting closer and closer to level 6 to mass teleport. And then we can jump around, jump up, and get down and win the game. In the meantime, we also have control magic, Sock with mass summons onto that expansion, killing all the peasants. We got sheeps everywhere, and the frag shard clap combo, guys! This Mountain King is almost single-handedly with the support winning the game. But let's be honest here as well. Soin gave Sock so many tools to win the game with, whether it's summons, whether it's donated units, or whether it's Bloodlust. Ooh, this mortar team is gonna wreck this Great Hall. What a push and rolls. Little harass here too, but it's Wolves level 2. No Earthquake. Not too sure about that. But that base is trash now. Earthquake can of course be stopped by Storm Bolts, but there's only so few of them. Chainwave is getting less and less effective as there's not too many casters. And the Mountain King, the weapon of mass destruction clap, was such a relief. He's trying to split, but you ain't splitting against level 3 clap. You just don't. Archmage, hero focus, don't lose him again. He doesn't. And another clap leads to yet another triple kill. This is just unsustainable. It is. And we are inches away from mass teleport. Wonderful, wonderful game. Sock, if he keeps his nerves together and is not fumbling, this is his game. There's nothing left to step up the Orcs game. Maybe level 7 and Earthquake. I think it's a big mistake to go for Wolves too.
A player's forces are under attack.
As long as the Mountain King has mana, I feel like Soin can't take a fight. Tome of Retraining for Stomp. Okay, Invis MK. That was odd. Goes for a Stormbolt, that's what we were aiming for. Clap as well, Invo Potion. Use 7 seconds safety, and the Mountain King is trying to find new targets. That's a solid 1000 damage on the caster, spread into a circle actually. But yeah, that Farseer, next Stormbolt and he's dead. Completely ignoring the TC, more or less. He's catching some stray hits, but alright. And so in what's left to fight with? There's basically only Hero Arena, but that is level 6 and the Farseer gone. GG. Sock takes the W 2-1. What a banger, 30-minute epic on Twisted Meadows. And there's no denying that Twisted is the greatest map ever for this game. Absolutely wonderful. Soin, cool game. Unfortunately, no victory for him. He had the chance He had the chance to win this game, but then he fed Sock a little too much. And that leaves us with 3 more matches for today. We get, let me fix this real quick. Twisted Sock wins. That gives us Happy versus Sock in Undead versus Human, and Lawlight faces Soin in the lower bracket, plus the lower bracket final. We are in for treats, everybody, here at Back to Warcraft. Feel free to support us if you can. Backtowarcraft.com/support for all the links to the Twitch subs, to the YouTube memberships, to the Patreon, to the donation page. I take a little break, you check out the links and watch some ads. Be right back.